Alright. Hello there, ladies, gentlemen, boys, girls, whoever ends up watching this video, of course. Um, Welcome to my YouTube channel. Um, Couple things. I'm new, so if I seem stuttery or nervous or boring or anything like that, that's part of it. New to this stuff, new to doing stuff like this. Didn't know I could do this for my friend, but happy I can. What we're doing today is we're playing a little game that I know about, that I play quite often, called Fallout Shelter. And what we're going to do today specifically is we're going to take that center slot for a vault and open a new one. Basically, the way this game works is you start out with a simple vault. You have a vault door and 3 elevator levels. Well, upon those 3 elevator levels, you have absolutely nothing. You start out with 7 dwellers coming to your vault, and you place them in their rooms specific to their abilities, such as they're known as their special, um, which is pretty cool. Let's go ahead and open this up. Let this randomize. We're gonna go with 3-digit number. That looks good. 597. Vault 597. Survival mode just means everybody starts on level 5, has a gun, but they end up losing health quicker, and it's harder for them to regenerate health. So usually I try to avoid that mode. Sometimes it's fun. I might do a series on it. This might become, I'll do a couple episodes on this and see how people respond based on what they see. But yes, my name is Jeremy, of course, and let's get started. So we create our vault. Congratulations, they selected me to be the overseer by luck. It tells you about the vault. It'll keep people safe from the dangers of the wasteland. Nuke going off in the background. You got, as the overseer, your job basically expand and maintain the vault while keeping the dwellers safe and happy. So you want to keep people safe and happy, and you want to make sure everything's going well. Each room has a special attribute it uses, and I'll explain special when we get into the game. And you produce resources such as food, water, electricity, health, stuff, or med kit, stim packs. That's what they are, and right away. And of course, we're heading in now. Loading might take a minute, but that's okay. It's probably going to be a shorter episode, anyways, just so that way we don't have any issues with anything. Hopefully, this doesn't end up being too laggy. But this should be a good game for everyone, and I guess I'll see the response I get from the first episode and decide from there what I'm gonna do. But if you do come by, thank you for coming by. If you can, try to subscribe, leave a like. It helps out. But just showing up is a nice thing too. But anyways, here we go. Okay. Helpful hints. Those will always pop up. Welcome to your new vault. Overseer, let's introduce you to the basic concepts. Okay, so first let's build a room. We have the ability to build rooms. So your first room you're going to build is producing power. It's your power generator. So what it makes us do, we'll tap on it, and we'll tap this button, build, which will allow us to build the room. Cancel, if you accidentally tap it because you're trying to look at it, you can cancel it and choose which room you wanted to build, or go back and not build a room at all. Now, you have different spaces where you can build a room. Usually I try to avoid building different rooms beside each other, because eventually you will have the ability to build the same room next to itself at the same level, such as there's 3 levels to each room, level 1, level 2, level 3, and then you can put those rooms on extend those rooms to where you can have more workers, and you can have up to 6 workers per room, and it actually helps the amount you produce. So we're going to tap one of these build zones. I usually go right here with my power generator. Okay. And this is just basically the start tutorial. When it starts off, you'll get 2 dwellers. And if you tap them, you get their special stats. And here we go. So here's how this works. S is strength. Strength is usually what you're going to have in your power rooms. So like your simple power generator or your nuclear reactor, I think is the biggest one. I'll have to look here in a minute. And and they make the production of power easier and stuff, and allow you to, well, not get more power, but they make it easier for you to produce the power. They make it quicker. Perception usually works in water related, such as your water treatment and those kind of things. And then endurance, usually best for way down the road, the Nuka-Cola company and or the Nuka-Cola room. Can't exactly remember that. I'll have to look again. We'll look at them all. And such. Charisma, basically making little kids to be born into the vault. And your radio station. So you can put them in put two, or usually around after you get them through the first level and such. You can put two dwellers in the what is it? In the geez, I can't remember. Sorry. In the living quarters, that's what it is. And the higher the charisma, the quicker they'll get together, and they'll make a kid. And they'll go back in the back room, and they'll make a kid, and they'll come out, and you can immediately put both of them back to work. Now, when a issue occurs, like the room that your dwellers are in catches fire, or let me go ahead and place him. The pregnant worker in any room will usually take off running and run to the living quarters, dropping their job immediately on the spot. Now, usually this occurrence is just kind of random, or if you rush a room, which I'll show you here in a minute, you can then cause this issue. So next here, before I continue on special, because it's in, well, we'll continue on special. Next would be I in special, intelligence. So people with higher intelligence, you want them working in your med bay and your radiation place. I can't remember the exact name. They make stim packs and Radaway. The higher the intelligence, the quicker they'll make the stim packs and the Radaway, and the quicker that things will get done, and stuff like that. And here we can go into our room and see that we have Kimberly and Ralph, guy and a girl. Ralph has a mustache, of course, which is pretty cool. And they work in our power station. And they'll keep the power on. Usually nothing goes wrong, but anyways. So yeah, intelligence and special, I know I'm jumping subjects a lot, is usually meant for med bay and your radiation places. Next we have agility. Agility, which is what A stands for, is usually better in your diner, in your anywhere that has to do with making food, pretty much. Somebody with a high agility, or a dweller with a high agility, would be better suited to be placed there. And usually they'll help increase the speed at which you produce things. So there's that. Next up in special is L. L stands for luck. Luck is a little bit of a thrown-in idea kind of thing. Basically, the way luck works is if I'm to press this button right here, which says rush, it'll allow me to speed up the amount of time it takes them to make power. So if I hit this button, it'll pop all that up. It'll tell me, you know, the amount of XP I could get, the amount of coins I could get extra. So I got the same amount as... Here, let me build the second room and the third room. So there's your water treatment, your diner, and so now we'll have our other 5 dwellers come to the vault. But luck, basically, it helps them when you send them out to the wasteland, which you can do. They'll go out, and luck helps them to get better items. Higher luck helps them to get better items, and luck also helps you to be able to. If I go in here and hit this button again, you see there's an incident percentage, coin boost, and an experience boost. If I hit that button, that's the percent chance that something happens, like the room lights on fire, or there's a Radwitch infestation. Invasion? Infestation? Not sure. So Next up, you'll see this. When you grab a dweller and drag them to a room, let's say doesn't have higher strength than any of these people. If I put her in, she'll replace probably this girl because this guy has a 5 strength. So she wouldn't do much in the strength in power generator. Perception, she's not going to do great in the. Oh, hold on. She's not going to do great down here. She only had a 1. So we look at her next room, which is our diner. Her agility is a 3. That's going to be a pretty good agility. And we throw her into our diner. She goes in, and she'll help to keep our food up with people. And as your dwellers come in, your best bet is to go and just kind of tap each dweller and check their abilities. Again, perception, agility, all that. She has a high perception. She'll go there. So that'll help our water treatment. He has a high agility. He'll go there. You have a low perception. You have an okay perception. Okay. So what do we do with our last dweller, you might be asking? Well, usually what I do, just to start off, is I'll drop them in the vault entrance. And usually if you put somebody in the vault entrance, you can have up to 2 people in the vault entrance. You will then... Sorry, I'm moving here to get comfortable. Have somebody to protect the vault should... at first, it'll be... What is it? What are they? Bandits, I think? We'll break into the vault and come in. He'll be your first defense, or they'll be your first defense against them. And then eventually it gets to the point to where Deathclaws come in. Deathclaws are tougher, but they aren't as tough as they would be in the regular Fallout games. They're a little gentler here. But, yeah, they make it pretty tough. But anyway, so, yeah, there's all that. Thank you again for the hit. And as you can see already, we have another dweller. Teresa Crawford is her name. As you can see, she has decent strength, decent agility. She's all around decent. And we can take her to each room, see how she's going to do. She's not going to do much, so go ahead and throw her in here. And as you saw, there was a little hint there speaking about the living quarters. So now what we can do is we can throw a male and a female dweller straight in the living quarters. And when they go in, if you watch them here, if they do it right, well, that first one was to extend our living quarters. So, as I was saying earlier, you can extend rooms. So you have a 1-block room here. Well, that only allows me to have 8 dwellers. So if anybody else wants to come in, I can't add them to the vault. So to help that issue, I add one room to the already next to the already single block living quarters. Well, that will combine and make a 2-block living quarter room. And so that will allow me to put 4 dwellers in there at once and have them make babies. It's just the simplest way of saying it. They'll talk for a bit, and eventually they'll get closer, and they'll hug. And when they hug, you'll hear this happy sound go off, and you'll see the little Pip-Boy guy pop up, like him. Yeah, okay, as you can see, merged rooms can hold more dwellers, so they produce more resources. Yeah, okay. And it's just telling me, basically, the basics. And as you saw there was a little thing that popped up in the bottom corner, if you're paying attention. Thank you. So, what happened was, if I go here, I have little objectives to go through. So these objectives right here on screen that you're seeing, what they're going to do is as you complete these objectives, you'll get things. So if I send 1 dweller into the wasteland, I'm going to get 25 caps. If I successfully rush 1 room, I'm going to get a lunchbox. If I equip 1 dweller with an outfit, I'm going to get, again, a lunchbox. And the way these lunchboxes work is you get one, and it'll pop up here in this little spot saying 1. When you click it, you'll see this. So it'll say unlock here. So just tap here. It'll bring the lunchbox over. You'll get 5 cards. You'll get a regular card. This one, of course, an outfit. That'll help our perception on anybody who's low on perception. You'll get another regular card, usually caps. Sometimes you'll get 2 rare cards and a legendary card. Sometimes you'll get multiple legendary cards, stuff like that. Here we've got another regular card plus 50 food. There's our rare card. Brahmin hide, it's a junk item. And we've got a motorcycle jacket. So what we just got there was a bunch of different items to help make our dwellers better in our vault. And now, with her coming up, wanting to join the vault, she's not much help in perception or agility, so her best bet is going to be to go to strength. We're going to send her there. I'll move myself up there. As you can see, we have outfits now. And if I apply, say, this motorcycle jacket to her, what's going to happen is her strength is going to increase. So outfits increase different abilities. So it'll say like S plus a number. That plus a number is how much is adding to their original stat on that special list. And usually some add multiple different areas of it. They don't really level up. Just different outfits add different special abilities. And so as you go along, you'll get more and more, and your dwellers will become better. And so what we can do here is throw that armored vault suit on him, and now his perception has gone from a 2 to a 5. So, of course, there's that. So now, one thing you can do every day, once a day, with your objectives, if you have one that you don't want to do, like say I don't want to send a dweller to the wasteland, I can click off of that, and I'll get a new objective. And as you saw, the little X up in the corner turned purple and blue. That purple and blue reflects back on Nuka-Cola. There's a store in this game. This is a game with a store. And Nuka-Cola Quantum, my bad. After you skip your first objective, you won't start with any Nuka-Cola Quantum unless you buy it, of course. But once you skip your first objective, it'll cost you Nuka-Cola Quantum for the rest of the day to skip any more objectives. So if you run across an objective that you really don't like, you can skip that, but you have a chance of getting one you might not like as much. So choose wisely when you skip. So that way you can make the most of a free skip every day. I'm sorry. My throat's a little tickly. I think I might be getting sick, but that's okay. So, yeah, you can buy Nuka-Cola Quantum in the shop. You can buy the starter pack, which gives you all of this stuff right here. You'll get a pet, a Mr. Handy, 3,000 caps, I think that says, a free dweller, and 10 Nuka-Cola Quantum, which costs you $5. I don't have money, so I can't buy anything. And you can also buy lunch boxes, which will help you out. Pet carriers, which will give you pets, which will give you extra abilities and such. Or you can buy Mr. Handies. What a Mr. Handy does is I could place him on one of these floors. Hold on, let me bring her in to the vault. And he'll go back and forth and level up my dwellers when they need leveled up. He'll collect our production, such as power. Like, I wouldn't have to hit all these buttons above their head to level them up and such. And he'd do everything we needed him to do. Yes, I know. You can send dwellers to the wasteland and they'll collect caps, outfits, weapons. They'll collect all kinds of different stuff when they go out into the wasteland. But anyways, let's go ahead. Let's move forward here. Let's unlock this lunchbox. So now we have our 5 cards. Let's see what we get. We got plus 50 water. That's good. Our first legendary card is a junk. Military duct tape. We'll sell that off so we can get some extra coins. We got some caps. More caps. And what else? A pet, our first pet. So the way the pets work, here you go. They give them a boost. So there's a boost that it says up in the corner, up on the card, and it'll tell you what it does. So rare pets provide better boosts, and you can assign pets like you equip weapons and outfits. So like I did to these people down here, where I equipped a weapon and an outfit to them. Now I can take, outfits. I haven't gotten any weapons yet, of course. I can take, let me extend a room here. Go ahead and increase the diner size. And what we're going to do now is we're going to take 2, well, let's see. He's the best. You're good here, you're good here. So, yes, we're throwing her in to work. I usually do that because it then makes the most of my available workers. She is one of my available workers, so I'm going to make the most of it. Not the favorite idea among most people, but I need to get jobs done, and I need to make sure that everything's getting done. We'll go ahead and open this lunchbox here. See, we got a globe, rare card, junk. We got another 50 food. We got an accountant outfit. That's pretty cool. Got 500 caps. We got 1,000 caps. That's a lot of caps. As you can see, our caps up in the upper right-hand corner. Yeah, for me, upper right-hand corner. That tells you how much money you basically have to spend to increase rooms, upgrade rooms, make things bigger, better, stronger, all kinds of stuff like that. Over here, we've got our happiness. Based on your happiness, you'll get a boost on how well they use stuff. And sorry, heard a noise. And we'll get into that here in a little bit. But so you'll get boosts on your items and how well things work. Then over here, you have your number of dwellers, and we can look through and see, where our dwellers are placed, what level our dwellers are doing, see all of their special stats, see their level, base them on levels. So we've got a bunch of level 2s, a couple level 1s. Level 1s, usually people who just came back in. You can go through and sort them by their specials, so strength, perception, endurance, charisma, intelligence, agility, and luck. You can base them on their happiness. Usually your highest happiness are people who have made a kid together. It'd boost their happiness immediately to 100%, usually hangs there until the kid is born. You can see the status as to their job, and you can do it by job too, so you can keep track of everything as to what's going on. And you can also sort them alphabetical first name order and all that stuff. And it's a pretty fun game. As you can see, we're getting another dweller. So our next best bet is going to be, once our thing goes away here, is to build a new water treatment place. So now what we're going to do is we're going to throw both of these guys straight into the water treatment facility. And because he only has a 1 on perception, we're going to go ahead and throw the accountant outfit on him. Just going to boost his perception by 4 and help him to work better. And as you can see in all that, there was a 1 down there by our hammer to build new rooms, which means we unlocked a new room based on the amount of dwellers we have. So we unlock the storage room. What the storage room does is you build it, it increases the number of people and pets and everything you can have, and makes everything run smoother. You can hold more items, you can do all of that, and yeah. So what we're going to do here is we're going to go ahead and we're going to cut this episode here. And I'll see what kind of response I get over the next day or so and decide what we're going to do to continue. And I may do some stuff off screen, which nobody will see, but I'll update you when you get back. And I hope you all enjoyed this. Hopefully you did. Hopefully you understand what's going on. You understand the game a bit. But anyways, I hope you all have a good evening, good morning, good day, wherever you are. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you around. Thank you all for watching. Goodbye.